Howdy. This is the final project for Geography 352 GNSS. We did our project over Triple J Ranch feed plots, and we compared the efficacy of the RTK units versus the cell phone or autonomous GPS units in a practical setting. Those who worked on this project were Jack Culwell, Hannah Davis, Brian Johnson, myself, Andrew Rodgers, and a special shout out to TA and our liaison, Andrew Vander Heiden, who is a grad student who has worked at Triple J Ranch in the past and was super helpful in setting this up and getting us out there. A little bit of background on this. So Triple J Ranch is located in Somerville, Texas. That is southwest of College Station, Texas, about an hour out. The ranch is home to numerous exotic hoof stock that have specific dietary and land resource needs, and that is why the food plots are being made in the first place, in order to help give them nutrients that they need and deserve. In order to facilitate the animals and their needs, the ranch has reached out to Texas A&M and their geography department in particular to assist with mapping and cataloging the land. One of the questions that the ranch manager, Ray Ardent, had asked us is if the efficacy of cell phones when compared to other more complex methods of GPS data processing worth it, or do they need a more accurate system? Our research questions are what is the difference between the accuracy of RTK versus GPS units gathered from cell phones or autonomous GPS systems? Are there instances for Triple J Ranch in which the autonomous GPS would be too inaccurate and an RTK would be necessary? Is the difference negligible or significant enough to warrant a purchase and use of an RTK device for the entire ranch?
Our testable hypothesis is the cell phone's GPS will be close to the accuracy of the RTK devices, but not exact. Therefore, its errors will always need to be corrected for, or at least kept in mind when using them for coordinates. Justification of data. The data that this project will provide will be extremely valuable to Ray and the Triple J Ranch in their future and current endeavors. In a broader sense, this data will also display the disparity between RTK and autonomous cell phone GPS. Methods. At the ranch, we will use Collector for ArcGIS to create a polygon for each team member present. Simultaneously, we will use a RTK device to gather points along the same border as the polygons gathered. The RTK points will be converted, and we will make a polygon to compare the difference between the RTK and autonomous cell phone GPS data.
The materials and equipment that were used for this project are a Leica GS15 and a Leica CS15. Together, this is a RTK unit, with the GS15 being the antenna, which communicates with the base stations as well as the satellites, and the CS15 being the unit which controls the settings for the data collection as well as storage of that information. We were provided a Gator, which is a motorized vehicle, from Triple J Ranch for transportation, not only for the RTK and GPS units, but also for the team members, and we are using it so that we can do data collection all at the same time for all the equipment. We also have Collector for ArcGIS, which is a application that is on cell phones, and Arc Online, which is a online version of Arc software. This will be used for the team members' cell phones. They will use it to gather polygon data for the area that we are trying to measure, which will then be sent to Arc Online, which will then give us a finalized product when the RTK data is also sent over. This is a visualization of the methods that we used. We have 5 team members, but unfortunately one of them, Jack, was sick that day, so we only had 4. This is the RTK unit, and we are going to separate the antenna and the CS15 and put them in the gator. Someone, myself, will be in the back of the gator to ensure that the RTK unit is not damaged by any limbs and doesn't slip or fall, while making sure that I do not touch it whilst doing the operation, because that can lead to errors in calculations. Also, the other 3 team members that are inside the gator will have Arc GIS collector on their phones and will be collecting the polygon data at the same time. This is a visualization of the basic route, or the approximate route that we took during this project. The polygon is from one of the Arc collector phones apps after the data was collected, and as such is not meant to be the exact route that we took, but just an idea to give about the approximate area.
These are the results that we have gathered from the processing and data collection, and based on the analysis between the RTK and an autonomous GPS collected by mobile phone, there's an average observable difference in the area at about 2.1%, or 302.8 square meters. The data visualizations that we have here also give us some information. On the left, we have a bar graph that in blue explains the area in square meters of each polygon that we had collected. From the top, we have the 4 collector iPhone or mobile device data, as well as the RTK data at the bottom. And in the orange, as you can see, there is a measured difference in square meters from the collected mobile phone devices and the RTK collected data. And on the right, this is a visualization of the polygons that we had collected. It is on a topographic map, and it, in different colors, explains each of the different data sections that we had collected. In the discussion, we see that the hypothesis was, in fact, not rejected. And given the size, nature, and the nature of the project, the difference is acceptable in relation to the cost and workforce used in RTK data processing. However, it is at the discretion of the client to discern if this variance is acceptable for the project in question. In this case, the autonomous GPS method is sufficient for the accurate creation and future curation of feed plots on the Triple J Ranch. From here, we can see that in the future, the data provided to the Triple J Ranch can be utilized to improve land usage, as well as to more accurately locate areas of interest for both the ranch manager and the guests that they are entertaining. Lastly, we do have some acknowledgments for all the people that helped us create this project and give us all the opportunities and systems that we needed to complete it. Special thanks goes out to Dr. Lyle, Ray Arndt, the manager of the ranch, Andrew Vanderheiden, who was our liaison, and our TA, who helped us with his connections to the ranch as well as leading us, and also to the staff at the ranch and the Jonathan family as well. Thanks, and gig 'em.